Sequence of returns risk. The retirement risk nobody talks about. Two retirees invested identically for 30 years. Same portfolio. Same amount invested each month. One ended up with $1.2 million. The other had $680,000. The difference? Timing. Not their timing. The market's timing. And this could be you. Hey, I'm breaking down the one retirement risk that'll absolutely wreck your plan if you don't understand it. It's called sequence of returns risk. And while everyone's obsessing over compound interest and dollar cost averaging, this silent killer is hiding in plain sight. Here's the problem. Most people think investing is simple math. Put in money, earn returns, repeat for 30 years. You end up rich, right? Wrong. The order that returns happen matters a lot. This is sequence of returns risk. And it gets dangerous the closer you get to retirement. Think about it like this. Imagine you're planning to retire in 2025. You've saved $500,000 in your 401k and Roth IRA across Fidelity and Vanguard. You're ready. Then the market drops 30% in year one of retirement. You didn't lose 30%. You lost 30% on a smaller pool because you're now withdrawing money to live on. That's sequence of returns risk. Compare that to someone who retired in 2009 right after the crash. The market crushed it the next decade. Even though they hit retirement during chaos, the recovery pulled them through. Same person, same plan, different sequence, completely different outcome. Here's why this destroys retirement plans. During your working years, you're adding money. Market drops 40%? You buy the dip. Your 401k gets cheaper. Over time, you accumulate more shares. The recovery is your friend. The second you retire, everything flips. Now you're withdrawing. Maybe you need $40,000 a year to live on. If the market is down 30%, you're still taking that $40,000. You're selling shares at the worst time. You're locking in losses. You're shrinking your portfolio when you can't recover with new contributions. Let me show you the actual math. The two retirees I mentioned earlier, both invested $500,000 starting in 1980. Both added $1,000 monthly for 30 years. Both earned an average of 10% annually. The historical average for the S&P 500. Retiree had bad luck. The 1980s crushed it. 20%, 30%, 15% returns in years 1, 2, and 3. Portfolio exploded. Then later, they got hit hard. But it didn't matter. They were withdrawing from a massive base. Retiree B had terrible luck. Years 1 through 4 were down years or single-digit gains. Then they got crushed with negative returns right when they started withdrawing. Same 10% average return. One ended with $1.2 million. The other? $680,000. That's a 43% difference. Both hit the same average return. Different sequence. Completely different retirement. The danger zone. This risk is highest in your first 5 to 7 years of retirement. Financial advisors call this the sequence risk window. It's when your portfolio is large, your withdrawals have started, and negative returns destroy you. That's why the 4% rule isn't sacred. It was calculated on average historical returns. But averages hide bad sequences. Someone who retired in December 1999 had a brutal sequence. 2000, 2001, 2002, 3 brutal years. They took hits, withdrew money, and got knocked back. Someone who retired in 2003. Fantastic sequence. Recovery hit immediately. How to protect yourself. First, understand your number, not just the amount. The sequence safety. $1 million sounds great. But what if you need to withdraw $60,000 a year and get hit with 3 down years immediately? Stress test it. Second, build a cash buffer. This is critical. If you have 2 to 3 years of living expenses in cash before retirement, sequence risk becomes irrelevant. Market down 40%? You're not selling stocks. You're living on cash. You let the portfolio recover. This is the bucket strategy. Years 1 through 3 in cash or money market. Years 4 through 10 in bonds. Years 11 and beyond in stocks. Sequence of returns doesn't kill you because you're not forced to sell equities when they're down. Third, build flexibility into your plan. Bad market year? Cut spending 10% instead of taking your full amount. This costs you nothing in good years but saves your retirement in bad ones. Most importantly, start preparing now. If you're 35 and won't retire for 30 years, you have time to prepare. Build your buffer. Stress test your numbers. Don't assume average returns happen in a convenient sequence. Sequence of returns risk is real. It's quiet, and it'll destroy a retirement plan that ignores it. If you're serious about retirement, you need to understand this stuff. Hit subscribe. We break down wealth building, investing, and retirement every single week. Let's go.